So tell me what happened, bro.
What you mean, what happened?
Did you say you got into a fight or something? Did someone try to steal from you? Was someone arguing with you? What's up? If it's private, you don't have to.
No, it's just stupid, man. It's more embarrassing than anything. It's cringy, to be honest with you.
What? How's it gonna be cringy if I don't know it?
Cause I know it.
Alright, so what happened, man? Or did you go to the store or what?
Alright, so it's what we're gonna do, Cookie.
Alright.
I asked people on Twitter, I said, do y'all want me to tell you the story? And they said they want Cookies to tell them the story. So I'm gonna tell it to you.
What?
And then you're gonna tell it to them. We're gonna go ahead and give the Cookie version first, and then I'll explain what happened after. Normally I like to keep the toxic stuff off of this channel, but we had a lot of people request this one, so. Anyways, here it is. Here's what happened, people.
A few days ago, motherfucker had a fight with some other motherfucker, and basically, everyone swang at the motherfucker, he ended up he ended up slipping.
Oh, man. Go ahead.
Then he grabbed the motherfucker, and he was on top of him, and he didn't want to fight him, but then he turned around after that, he choked the hell out of him, and he tapped his arm, he tapped your shoulder or whatever, and then your friend was like, okay, stop, you win, stop, and then after that, you motherfuckers, ended up, going your separate ways for now.
There it is. That's what happened.
No, I can't do it. I can't do it. It would be hard for me.
That's the too long didn't watch version. They said they wanted Cookie to explain it, so there you go.
Okay. Something like that?
Yes, something like that.
So that was more in a Cookie way, okay?
Alright, so before we start, I should say I don't condone violence. I feel really embarrassed about the whole situation.
Okay. Tell me what happened.
Alright, so here's what happened. This story actually starts 20 years ago. Looking.
No.
What?
No.
You want the entire story or just the
entire story, motherfucker?
Alright, so 20 years ago.
Oh my god. Come on, bro. Tell me what happened.
Alright, so here's what happened. My friend came over here with another dude, right?
Uh-huh.
I wasn't here, so when I got back, I found out they came over. I called them after they left, and I told them that's the same dude from when we was kids, you know what I mean? And he stole something from me when we was kids. And for those who are wondering, it's a Sega Dreamcast that he stole.
Sega Dreamcast?
Yep. So I told my friend, I was like, hey man, don't bring that dude over here again, right? Even though I know it was a long time ago, I still don't want nothing to do with him. So they were drunk. I was the only one that was sober. My friend goes and tells him what I said, like made it sound like I was accusing him of doing something, you know what I mean? Instead of just being like, okay, I won't bring him over, he went ahead and told him what I said, right? So I was walking to the store, I saw my friend, and we basically just repeated what I told him on the phone. I was like, yeah, I mean, if you want to hang out with him, cool, just don't bring him near me, you know what I mean? And he's like, cool. We walked off. I went to the store. When I came back, the other dude was waiting for me, like on the sidewalk. And he walks up to me, he's poking me in my chest. Basically, he was making it sound like I was accused instead of just admitting it.
Right.
And, getting over it, just staying away from me. My friend tells him to confront me about it, right?
Right.
So he's confronting me saying, yeah, you have no proof that I did it. How do you know it wasn't somebody else? Can you prove it? Like poking me in my chest the entire time. I'm like, dude, don't touch me. And then I just asked him, I was like, did you? And he's like, did I? I was like, look, you can't even answer the question.
Uh-huh.
And he's still poking me the whole time. And then at this point, I feel like he's trying to fight me. So I look at my friend. I'm like, dude, get your friend out my face and don't bring his ass over to my house no more. Come get this dude. And my friend's just sitting there not doing anything. He's just like sitting there not doing nothing. Yeah. And he never did me wrong before that night, but he f***ed up by setting up that little fight between us, man. When all he had to do was just not bring him over. You know what I mean? But yeah, he just sat there. Man, he didn't do nothing. And like, I'm still screaming my friend's name. And after a while, he was like, y'all handle it. Y'all settle it. Y'all figure it out. So I threw my little bag down that I got from the store. And we basically squared up at that point. You know what I mean? Because my friend's not gonna help out. This dude's getting in my face, poking me in my chest and shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to fight. You know what I mean? So we squared up at that point. And this is where shit gets embarrassing, man. It gets really cringy from this point, man. Let me just say, they were drunk. All right, I was sober.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the story, and you know it's the truth because I'm gonna include all of my embarrassing moments. All right. So, anyways, we squared up. I swung first, and we were sort of like in a muddy type, grassy area. I swung first.
Yeah.
I think I missed, but I do remember slipping. And like having to pick myself back up real quick. And after that, that's where I hurt my knee. That's where I messed up the first time. Because I hurt my knee when I slipped. I hurt my ankle. I hurt my thigh, my calf muscle.
I almost hurt my whole left side. Somebody give me a damn paramedic, man. What the hell?
But I get back up. Now we squaring up again. I'm like closing the distance. I'm like, all right, I missed with my punch. I'm gonna go ahead and try to clinch him. We clinched. I slammed him in the mud. And basically I was on top of him. And I was thinking I could hit this dude. I could like elbow him. But instead I'm just like screaming in his face. I ain't even want to fight your dumb ass. I'm just screaming at him. So then he rolls over while I'm on top and he gives me his back. So I went ahead and choked him out. And first, like I was just doing like a regular choke. Then I got my other hand on my elbow to like really like tighten it. You know what I mean? And from somebody who never fights, like I felt like a python at that moment, just squeezing my prey. That's what it feels like if I had to describe it.
Oh, so you're sort of like grabbing hold of him. And,
I felt like an anaconda squeezing my prey, man.
I felt like an anaconda looking at us.
Yeah, I'm choking him out at that point. He's tapping my arm. I didn't let go. But then my friend finally gets up and says, that's when he got up, when I was choking him. He finally gets up. He's like, he tapped out, get up. It's over. He tapped out type stuff. So I got up. I'm calling them idiots. I'm saying, y'all are stupid. I'm walking away. And then that's when he gets up and he starts talking shit again. Oh, I'm going to see you when I sober up type shit. That's when I realized they were drunk when he said it. I'm going to see you when I sober up. You know, making drunk threats. So I turned around. I was like, what? And that's when my friend was like, no, you won. Just walk home. Just walk home. You won, man. Leave. So I turned around and limped home. But another part I didn't mention is when I was doing the chokehold on him, I was using a bunch of muscles I haven't used in a long time, man. So I got like this crick in my neck and my shoulders. So I haven't been able to turn my neck for like 3 days because all those muscles are stiff from trying to choke him out. And then when I was walking home, as soon as I got home, I took my hat off and I saw I had like a little dirty, muddy leaf on my forehead, and I just feel embarrassed about it. And it was really cringy. I ended up hurting myself probably more than I hurt him. I tried my best to avoid it, but it's just one of those things, man. You try to be a good person and do the right thing, but sometimes you're just gonna have to fight, man, I guess. I don't know. But I haven't seen my friend since. Honestly, I don't really want to see him right now. Like I said, I've known my friend for 25 years. He's never done me wrong. And I know he was drunk, but...
But after what happened with that fight, you guys are like, they were both drunk, and evidently that just, caused the hassle between you and him, right?
He didn't make one bad decision that night. He made multiple bad decisions, and I can't be around people who do stuff like that.
Was that it?
I've been struggling to get in and out of bed and move around. I mean, I'm limping.
So basically, you're sore. We can say.
Like, my right ankle was swollen. It's like just now starting to stop swelling. Like, my knee feels suspect, man. It feels really suspect.
Well, how does it feel right now? Does it hurt? Does it feel bulky? How does it feel like? Does it feel like you can't even get up or what?
I mean, I could put a little pressure on it. There's no bones or nothing sticking out.
No bones are sticking out.
Yeah, like I said, the swelling around the ankle starting to go down, so I got a little bit more movement. But the first couple days I could barely move, man, because I'm too old for that stuff. I'm too old to be rolling around in the mud, man, with other old dudes. Did nobody get paid from that? It didn't prove nothing to anybody, and it just made us all look like idiots out there, and that's all I'm gonna say about it.
That was pretty much it, the story, right?
That's it, man.